6:48, time now for the morning rush. A bill aimed at holding university regents more accountable is advancing through the roundhouse this morning. As of right now, only the state Supreme Court can fire a regent on certain grounds. The proposed legislation would amend the state constitution, allowing the firing of regents accused of financial mismanagement.
Western New Mexico University is now asking state lawmakers for $250,000 to build a new greenhouse. The university is asking for that money to construct a 48 by 70-foot greenhouse as part of its food security and sustainability initiative. Some of the produce grown in the new greenhouse will go toward the campus food pantry, while additional produce will be used in the Mustang dining hall.
Bernalillo County is now asking the state for $1 million to renovate and expand the Second Judicial Court. County officials say the courthouse in downtown Albuquerque was originally built to house 21 judges, but now accommodates 34 judicial officers. They say the funding would allow for new courtrooms, hearing rooms, and office space. Ryan.
And record cold will continue in southeast New Mexico. Carlsbad, Hobbs, Roswell, Tucumcari, all potentially experiencing one of the coldest afternoons on this day in history on either side of the freezer mark. Now from today onwards, we'll slowly warm up. By next week, we're talking about early summer-like temperatures.
A number of key witnesses have now taken the stand in the trial. That's of the two of the men accused of killing an 11-year-old boy outside of Isotopes Park. Yesterday, Daniel Gomez told the jury that he was in the car with Nathan Garley and Jose Romero back in September of 2023. That's when Garley started shooting at the white truck that he thought was that of a man he had issues with. That trial is set to continue this morning.
The search for a man accused of sexually assaulting a young girl is over. Yesterday, the Chavez County Sheriff's Department arrested 26-year-old Jeremy Moore at his workplace. Roswell police notified the public saying they were searching for Moore. Police have been looking for him since last month.
While the New Mexico State Police Chief is addressing investigation into the DWI dismissal scandal, this comes after a state cop and so-called DWI king was placed on leave. The Bernalillo County District Attorney's Office recently added Sergeant Toby LaFave to its Giglio list, meaning he's no longer considered credible in court. As a result, the DA's office says that it was forced to drop an additional 22 pending DWI cases. Ryan.
Arctic air will remain out east, and it'll be a bit breezy in the eastern highlands in Las Vegas with a little bit of a warmer day. Ruidoso, Alamogordo, you guys will actually be a bit cooler. Elsewhere, mostly warmer compared to yesterday. That warmer trend will continue tomorrow out east, but because of a storm system out to the north, we'll see some sprinkles and flurries and slightly cooler weather in northern New Mexico.
The city of Albuquerque says it's continuing to make strides in reducing its backlog of public information requests. The public records request, also known as IPRA, has dropped over the last 6 months from 1,500 to almost 1,100. Albuquerque City Clerk Ethan Watson says his office has increased staffing and credited new techniques they've implemented to reduce the backlog by 30%.
Bernalillo County is inviting the Mountain View community out for a public workshop that will kick off the creation of a development plan for the community. The meeting will give community members the opportunity to make their opinions heard, while county officials give an overview of the sector development plan. The workshop will be held from 5:30 to 7 this evening. It's going to be at the Mountain View Elementary School. Ryan.
And taking a look at traffic, we have no major accidents nor slowdowns across the Albuquerque Metro. Taking a look at the Big Eye right now, we do notice that there are more cars on the roadways. We're starting to see maybe some minor slowdowns developing, but no major accidents nor slowdowns. We'll have more traffic updates throughout the rest of the morning.
A Firefly Aerospace Blue Ghost spacecraft has now captured a stunning view of the far side of the moon. That's the side that faces away from the Earth. The U.S. Aerospace Company said that the footage was taken on February the 18th, while the lunar lander was orbiting just 74 miles above the moon's surface as it slowed down to make a landing. The spacecraft is expected to land on the moon by March the 2nd.
And now it's time for the 5 facts.
At number 5, Albuquerque City Councilors have approved a resolution that would create a plan to fix up areas of Route 66. City Councilors Joaquin Baca, Clarissa Pena, and Luis Sanchez sponsored that resolution. It would establish an Atrisco area master plan. It would cover areas west of the Rio Grande to 51st Street, south to Sunset Gardens Boulevard, and north near Pat Hurley Park.
At number 4, Bernalillo County is now asking the state for $1 million to renovate and expand the Second Judicial Court. County officials say the courthouse in downtown Albuquerque was originally built to house 21 judges, but now accommodates 34 judicial officers and no longer meets the court system's needs. Well, they say that the funding would allow for new courtrooms, hearing rooms, and office space. The total renovation project cost is estimated to be about $2 million, with $1 million of that already covered. The county is now asking the legislature for the remaining $1 million as part of its capital outlay priorities.
And number 3, Arctic air out east and spring-like temperatures out west. So those easterly southerly winds keeping it very cold today on either side of the freezer mark in southeast New Mexico. The northern mountain communities will be warmer. Angel Fire, you'll have a high temperature warmer than Hobbs, New Mexico. But things are going to change ahead. A brief storm system tomorrow, then mostly warmer and dry after that.
And number 2, a bill aimed at holding university regents more accountable is advancing through the Roundhouse this morning. As of now, only the state Supreme Court can fire a regent on certain grounds. The proposed legislation would amend the state constitution, allowing the firing of regents accused of financial mismanagement.
And number 1, the trial for the 2 men accused of killing an 11-year-old boy outside of Isotopes Park will continue today. We are now hearing testimony from Daniel Gomez, one of the men who was with the 2 suspects at the time of the shooting. He explained that Garley believed the white truck belonged to someone he had problems with. Gomez also said that Romero threatened him to stay quiet about the shooting. Romero's then-girlfriend also took the stand, saying that she, Romero, Garley, and his girlfriend later went to Arizona, where they got rid of the black SUV used in the shooting. The trial will continue today.